Hi, Crime Junkie Jurors. We are getting ready for the second trial of Karen Read. And as we are waiting for openings to start, I wanted to give y'all a quick update on a couple things that have happened since we left court on Wednesday. So first, let's talk about the opening statements. Now, opening statements are a chance for both sides to kind of give an introduction to the jury into what they say the evidence shows. And then they give kind of a layout of what their theory is going to be so that the jury knows kind of where we're going with this and what to look for. Now, on Wednesday in court, the prosecution and the defense both agreed that they would give notice to the other side about anything that they were going to use in their opening statements. So we hear that the prosecution is planning on using a 15-second media clip from one of Karen Read's interviews. And then we hear that the defense is planning on using a visual aid for the jury. So it turns out that visual aid is actually an image of John O'Keefe's arm where the abrasions are. The prosecution asked the judge to not allow that. They want that limited because of it being considered third-party culprit. Now, these abrasions have been highly debated the entire time. One side says that they are from a dog attack. The other side says that they are from a car. Now, remember, the third-party culprits that are allowed to be introduced in trial are Brian Albert and Brian Higgins, not a dog. So let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think that this is just trying to limit the defense from putting on a defense, or do you think that it is improper to say in the opening statements that the evidence will show that those are from a dog? So the other thing going on is the defense has filed in opposition to the prosecution's request to have somebody else come in and read the text messages between John O'Keefe and Karen Read. Now, remember, last year it was Trooper Guarino. He introduced these through his testimony because he is the one who got the text messages from the phone. So the defense is saying that was perfectly fine. That's what should happen again. The defense says that having somebody else come in and read these would be an inappropriate way to convey electronic communications. They're saying basically that the prosecution is trying to create evidence where evidence doesn't exist because the communications that would be read out loud would be read as if it's a conversation back and forth. And the defense is saying, that's not accurate. That's not how it was. These texts were all scattered out throughout the course of a day. So there was no sitting and talking back and forth. So having two readers come in and read them as if they're talking back and forth creates a conversation in a way that it never existed. So we'll see what happens with that one. Let me know what you think in comments. Now, that's all we've got for now. If you need some more Karen Read content before trial gets underway, be sure to check out my interview with Tom Rizzo from On Patrol Live. We talked about Karen Read, the investigation, and a whole lot more. So make sure to check that out. And don't forget, opening statements will begin on Tuesday, and I will be live right here. We can watch it together, talk about it, chat, react, all that good stuff. So that's going to be Tuesday morning. So make sure you hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get a notification, and I will see you Tuesday morning for opening statements right here live on Crime Junkie Jury.